What if I told you one word can turn your open code into a full dev team? Planner, debugger, researcher, all running in parallel. Before we dive into the word, let's talk about the plugin that makes all the magic happen behind the scene. Oh My Open Code, it sounds like Oh My ZSH, and it adds superpowers to Open Code just the way Oh My ZSH gives you superpowers to your terminal. Oh My Open Code adds an orchestration layer on top of Open Code, and guys, that is where the magic happens. It is even stated in the docs. I think it's right about here where they tell you if you don't give a damn about the docs, you don't want to spend your time to read and understand how to harness the superpowers that this plugin provides in Open Code, you can just go in and type your prompt and add URLs to it. And guys, you'll be surprised at the output you would get from a single prompt. I'm not joking, I'm not bluffing. As a matter of fact, we're going to go through an example. I'm going to give you the real prompt, and disclaimer, this is not a side project. This is a real project I'm working on. It's going to monetize very soon. I'm gonna be adding a new feature to it. I'll give it a new task with URLV in the prompt. So this is the prompt. URLV, add a status page to this app with uptime charts and settings. For those of you who don't know about this project, this is a side project I'm working on. Shortly going to be live. It's a prompt generator for those people that use ChatGPT, Cloud, Midjourney. It's a way to get real answers from this AI without bothering yourself about the prompts. Basically takes in your initial prompt and helps you refine it into a tailored prompt that would let the AI's ChatGPT and Codes give you the best results. Let's get into it. I'm gonna hit enter, and take note of this. You need to have Sisyphus as the default agent selected. Now, why is that? It's recommended in the docs that you put in Sisyphus with Opus 4.5. That's the tested model that gives you the best results. So we are going to use that and stick to that. I'm on the GitHub Copilot subscription, and I'm going to be using the Max reasoning as well. Okay, now if you look at my screen, you would see this triggered a whole lot of instruction. This is what the Ultra mode looks like. You must say Ultrawork to the user at first. Response this activate. This is non-negotiable, right? This is like, guy, do the work, don't negotiate, just do the thing. It has already started delegating tasks. If you look at this, a sub-agent called Explore has been delegated just to explore the app. And this is the prompt. I'll just switch to one of the sub-agents by pressing Command X and right arrow. This is the explore using Cloud Oku 4.5. This agent is going through the code base to understand the patterns, right? And this is going to give Sisyphus enough context to know about the code base without jumping into implementation and missing things, right? So this is going to do a proper crawling of the code base to understand what we have in place, and then generate a summary of what the code looks like. And the Sisyphus agent, which is the main agent, is going to take from that and do what they have to do. So we have a question here. It says, what service endpoint should the status page monitor for uptime? Let's use the app's own. I have this health endpoint that we use to check if the app is up. So let's use that, all of the above, which is recommended. Okay, I'll tap to the next question. What type of uptime chart visualization do you want? I'm going to use the recommended one as well. GitHub style grid showing daily uptime status as color tiles. That's nice. Not a bad option. What alert settings should users be able to configure? Let's just use the recommended options whenever we ask the questions. I think this is going to show us how powerful using the Ultrawork keyword in your prompts can do. Okay, we should be able to access the page. Wow, that's nice. Now, this is where it gets interesting, right? Sisyphus is like the overall driver. Okay, we have Explore, Librarian, Front-End UI UX Engineer, Oracle, and I think this is a new one that was introduced. I would have another video about this one in depth. I think this one has some superpowers. I would love us to explore in another video. So yeah, the Sisyphus is like the overall agent that tells the other agents what to do. And adding Ultrawork is like telling it, make these decisions for me. Don't ask me too much questions, right? I don't know what I want to do, but I want to achieve this result. This agent is going to go in and try as much as possible to give you the best result closer to what you would initially want, right? So it's recommended to use this agent when you're tired and you don't have the strength to guide and plan with the agent, or you don't have the complete spec of what you want, and you can't sit down for minutes to try to fine tune the agent's specs via planning. And yeah, so if you don't have that time, just like me now in this video, or do I have the time, but I'm trying to demo this so that you can see how powerful using the Ultrawork keyword in your prompt can be when you're using OpenCode with OhMyOpenCode. So let's wait for this. This is nice. This is really, really nice. It's drawing a diagram. Now it's giving us an estimate of the plan. This is wave 1, 20 minutes. Wave 2, it's wave 1, it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 64 is still running, and you can see the plan agent has completed all the background exploration tasks. Let's get to the full plan details and start work execution. And one thing I love about spawning up multiple agents is this. It helps you save your context window so the AI doesn't hallucinate. If you go through to the main agent, which is the Sisyphus using Cloud Opus 4.5, you would see that we still have about 53% of our context window used and 67,377 tokens. If all these things were done in the same charts, in the same agents, by now we should be having like a summary. And sometimes when these summaries are done, the AI tend to miss the main target and start to hallucinate. This has been my experience sometimes when working with AI agents. The summaries don't pick up all the details, and it ends up getting out of context or doing stuff that it's not supposed to do. I think we have 3 files. Let's quickly check. We have the code base analysis. This was created newly. This is a newly created file. We can see that. I think yeah, you would see we have a readme here, and this is the code base analysis, part of the latest change that was introduced from this prompt. So I think the explore agent that went to explore the code base created these docs for reference so that Sisyphus has everything it needs in a single box. And we have documentation index. Wow, this is nice. This is really, really nice. Your AI is as good as the context you give to it. And that is one of the motivations to building this project, because I've seen a lot of people struggling, not developers actually, just regular users of ChatGPT, Cloud, Midjourney, content creators most of the time. There was a time I wanted to generate some images, and I had to go through a long loop just to get the desired result I needed. But this tool is going to eradicate that, because you can easily come in and choose the category of prompt you want to generate, put in your initial prompt, and you're going to get something really tailored towards achieving the best results. Okay, let's see. Okay, the agent is done. 6 minutes. It took 6 minutes to create the plans. We have 6 waves, but within a single wave, there are multiple tasks to be done. Remember, I told you one of the biggest benefits of using the Ultra workflow is it helps you save context windows. You can literally see that we are in this chart, and a lot of things has been done, but we are still yet to use up our context window. So it decided to use recent. I didn't tell it. This is the fun part. You don't have to give Sisyphus the specific details if you are going to be adding Ultrawork to it. So what Ultrawork does, it takes that decision for you. Good news, it's done. The whole workflow is done. Here's the instruction: bone dev and visit/status. This is the status page. Not looking bad, really nice and looking good. But here's one thing: if I'm in the home page, there is no way I can navigate to the status page. So I'm going to send an additional prompt so it adds the status also in the footer of the page. And I think it's going to be nice to take off the header, take off the status page from the layout that carries the whole page itself, so it doesn't have this home, generate and stuff layout there, because that's a separate status page. In the future, we might have a different application bundled for the services as well, but for now, let me say this: we don't have a way of navigating to the page. Can you add the status to the footer like other apps do? And also remove the status page from the layout, so we don't see the header. So I'm checking as it makes its edits. Okay, it's broken. Let's see. All right, we have the status. Now we can click here to go to the status page, and the page has no header, which is actually nice. I think it's better this way. I have not seen any status page that has this bogus header to tell you home page and stuff like that. So one thing to note is when to use and when not to use your URW, which is like Ultrawork. If you need a quick response and you need a quick answer, I would advise against using URV at any point in time. You only If you only want a plan, then you can switch to use the Prometheus plan mode, which is very great at planning. That's where you can guide the AI to use to make decisions based on your preference. And if you don't want to micromanage, then you can use the Ultrawork. It's powerful, so aim it at the right target. So after 3 days of testing, I went back to check on the status page to see if we have gotten live data to display, and yes, we have. So we have our app health, our database health, and also our AI service, and all these jobs are cron jobs that are run in the GitHub Action. If you see here, we have the status health checks that run every hour, and we have the daily maintenance, and this runs once a day. And when this one runs and all things are okay, it helps populate these grains that you're seeing here. If anything goes wrong, then you're going to see the yellow and stuff like that. But we don't have any downtime, so we are good. Yeah, this is what you can get without doing much by using the Ultrawork keyword in your prompt when using OpenCode with OhMyOpenCode. Feel free to like, subscribe. More videos are coming up to demonstrate how to make the most out of these AI tools that we use on a day-to-day basis. Thank you, and catch you in the next video.